Hi, Julie here from Copy What I Use for Teenage Anxiety and Revision. And today's video is inspired by an incident that happened this morning where my youngest daughter, who's 16, nearly 17, was particularly horrible to me this morning. She was saying some mean things, she was lashing out. And my first reaction, like most mums, was to be a bit cross, be a bit upset, feel a bit hurt. And then when she's gone to school, I've sort of reflected on the situation and I thought, well, hang on, there's a bit more going on here than what meets the eye. And what I've realised is that maybe I've thought that she's coping and she's not. She's actually suffering with anxiety, because I noticed lately as well, saying she's feeling unwell. She's snapping, she's not eating properly, because like a lot of teenagers, she just thinks that she's fat and that she's not attractive, which is all utter nonsense because she's beautiful. But I think that's a bit of it. And I also think that maybe she is struggling with the transition from GCSE to A-levels, because there is a big jump. And I can remember my other daughter being very anxious this time of year last year. So I've reflected and thought, well, what can I do to help her? Because obviously she's lashing out for a reason. And one of the things she said to me today was she feels that I'm not there for her like I used to be. I think she's struggling with the fact that I now work from home, but whereas I'd always been a full-time mum. I'm still very much hands-on because I only work when they're in school. But I think sometimes she's conscious that she doesn't like to ring me if she's got a free lesson or whatever, because she knows I'm working. But what has made me realise is that I maybe need to now take this on board and help her with her anxiety and to try and help her cope better. So how can I do this? I've decided that once a week I'm going to allocate to be in her time, even if it's just for an hour, whereby I just do something that she enjoys so she'll have something to look forward to. Now, as I've mentioned on other videos, for those of you who follow my channel, I've got another daughter who suffered with serious mental health issues. She's had chronic OCD. And that has impacted on my younger daughter as well. And I think that is what's now happening as well. I think she's actually lashing out because maybe the frustration she's felt over the years with the restriction that she's had on her life with my other daughter's illness is also taking its toll as well. So what I used to do with my other daughter, I used to find the distraction worked very, very well, and having something to focus on, something good to look forward to. So I've decided to actually practice what I preach in my videos, and I'm actually going to do it more with my younger daughter, because obviously she's not coping as well as what I thought she was. I mean, she seems to be sailing through her ASs, she's getting A's in all her essays and whatever, but obviously deep down she's not coping as well as I thought. So in my instance, I've decided to incorporate what I'm going to call a Wellbeing Wednesday. I think I'll call it a Wednesday Wellbeing, whereby I'm going to do whatever she fancies. Maybe it's just grab a Coke Zero from a McDonald's drive-through. Obviously, there are other outlets available you can purchase drinks from. And maybe take her on a ride, because she loves to go for a ride in the car. Maybe park up somewhere, have a chat about everyday things, see how she's coping with things, and just give her a complete break from her revision and from pressures and stresses of everyday life, and particularly everyday life on teenagers today, because I'm hearing more and more teenagers saying that they just want to take their lives and that they don't see life worth living. And I think that is really, really sad. And it's just hard to understand why a young person today, with everything going for them, should feel low to those sort of lengths. Okay, so that's today's tip, is even if you don't think your child is suffering, chances are they are suffering some sort of anxiety, and a break would do them good, and something to focus and look forward to away from their revision and away from their everyday worries and stresses. So like I said, I've decided to do mine on a Wednesday because it falls middle of the week, and it also falls in between two Twilight Law courses that my daughter takes on a Tuesday and a Thursday, so that a Wednesday would go well there. But I mean, you could do it any day, and you haven't even got to leave the house. I mean, like Monday, my daughter loves playing Monopoly. Maybe I could do Monopoly Monday one week. Tuesday could be Tuesday trip. I just try and think of things that sort of alliteration sort of sounds nice, doesn't it? And I hashtag them. I often laugh and say, all right, hashtag Tuesday's going to be Tuesday trip, Wednesday wellbeing, or Wednesday wipeout, whatever you want to call it. Thursday could be Thursday thoughts. You could just do something with them and ask them, what their thoughts are. Are they struggling with anything? Is there anything they want to talk about? Friday, natural thing that comes to mind with Friday would be Friday fun. Even if it's just to incorporate just doing something different straight from school. Again, going for a ride in the car, because that's what my two children love. Or maybe going for a meal, going for a coffee, going for a milkshake, going for a snack, whatever it is that actually they like doing. So that could be Friday fun. I mean, Saturday could be Saturday cinema. I know it's a C really, but it's sort of it's a soft C, so it sounds like an S. It could be Saturday cinema. It could be Saturday, what else could be? Saturday supper. You could maybe have a takeaway. Just anything that gives them something to focus and look forward to, because life is stressful for young people today. And as I say, obviously it causes more anxiety than we sometimes realise, because I certainly hadn't realised my younger daughter's anxiety had reached a stage it had. And that's the sneaky thing with anxiety. It builds up until it then comes out in a big crescendo. And the secret is to try and manage it so it doesn't reach that level. Because like I've said so often, once it reaches that level, sometimes it can be too late. And in my daughter's case, she then had years of severe chronic OCD because she didn't feel worthy. Okay, so that's, on Sunday, we didn't do Sunday. Sunday could be, I don't know, have a think what you could think of Sunday. I'm just trying to think of anything that sort of is alliteration with S again. Sunday could be a Sunday. Mine love a Sunday ice cream. That's just a quick thought. But anyway, basically whatever it is, you know what your particular children like doing, and just do some of it quality one-to-one. And I'm sure it'll make a big difference to your teenagers' anxiety. Okay, so that's it for today's tip on teenage anxiety and revision. Hope it's helped. As ever, feel free to look at my other videos where I touch on a lot to do with teenage anxiety and OCD. I give lots of tips on teenage revision and how to help your child with revision. Because again, revision and school can cause so much stress and anxiety for your teenagers. And I've also got a blog, but I say there are links to it on my YouTube channel. You can either click on the right-hand side of the top of the screen where there's an icon. You can click straight onto my blog or my Facebook pages. Or alternatively, you can click on the link below this video. Okay, but hope that today's video helped with teenage anxiety. And I hope to be making another one for you very soon. Bye for now.